doing my training. I forgot to record, my goodness. Okay, guys, good evening, everyone. Welcome, and I really thanks. Joyce, you received my marking back to you, right? You receive it in the Google Classroom. You submit that, yes?
Oh, which one? Like the previous week one?
Yeah, I mark and then I hand it to you about 11 plus PM. Right? You find it sold out, huh? Email sold out. Go back and check, okay. And who else? I can't remember. Send a few of them. So let's go to the lesson now. So Wei Qi, if you are listening, I also mark your paper, but unfortunately today you cannot make it, so I will not go through your paper. But nevertheless, next week when you come back, I want to go through your paper. Okay, you did a good job for your paper. All right. So I'm looking for my file now. So where is my folder? Oh, I got it now. Okay, so today is 25th of November. I think we have to really start by December. I may have a small test for all of you to prepare you to warm up before the start of 2022. All right, so let's go. What is cyber wellness now? We're going to talk about it later. Now, first, just to recall Wei Qi and Angela, if you are not able to make it today. Now, students are still asking me what you mean by aims and close. Okay, guys, Esther and Zihan, I think all of you maybe know the issue and Yufan. Okay, let's quickly go through. Every time when you start a good composition of essay, you must have the atmosphere interesting start, motivate the readers to hook up with the fist spot and suspend. A good, okay, this is the start of the essay. Now, Joyce, later we will see how is your introductions, as well as Yifan, Zihan, and Angela, and as well Wei Qi. I will do it next week. All right, so this is a start. Every time you start your introductions, children, as Edward, are you there? Yes. You must have to create an atmosphere to allow your reader and the examiner or your teacher to like your starting. It's just like when you go for a wedding dinner, a birthday party, you have to dress for your best, like they say, dress for success, right? And then you must have an interesting start. Okay, like for example, next time you go for an interview, you must create the atmosphere that's very interesting, not to show that you're nervous. I mean, sorry to say, even myself, if I go for an interview or anything, it's a very human nature, right? You find that you'll get very 很紧张嘛，对不对？第一次你去 interview 一定会的。Okay, in your life you're gonna have it. Okay, so some of you did not attend this boot camp for the last week, and sorry you missed out really. But I just give you some tips. Sometimes you must think like a freak. Sometimes you must know your strength, weakness, and opportunity and threat. And sometimes you must know whether the numbers and words are important. And the most important thing is about your leadership skill. All right. So in order to motivate reader, you have to use free spot. Okay, just a quick one. I will ask Tong Fei, do you know what is free spot stand for? Tong Fei? It's okay, but don't put IDK. If you are not sure, you can pass to the next person. Can you remember what is fist bump, Tong Fei?
Trash.
Do you know what is fist bump stand for? Okay, how about Zihan? Can you remember? F stand for fables, Tong Fei. Fable 就是狼来的故事. Remember the hare and the tortoise. So every time when you start a story, you must have a fables. Like honesty is the best policy. So Tong Fei, you can say that my grandfather always tell me that you need to be an honest person. So this is like a fables. Fable 就是一个故事. Now 那个 I 呢 Esther, what do you think the I will be? An apple of the eye, raining cats and dogs. What does the I stand for, Esther?
Idioms.
Yes, well done. Okay. Joyce, what about the S?
Is it simile?
Yeah, I thought you don't know that. Then I can use example. You know what example? Has Hamson has Uncle Raymond. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks. I thought you don't know that. Then I can use this example, ma. Hiya, Joyce, you spoil the fun. Okay, never mind, fine. Ifan, what about the
So,
first
but they
P?
know you also use they know, but you also use it, right?
Has Adi, has Uncle Raymond, thank you. Yeah, okay. Ifan, what about the first P? All wells that ends well. A friend in need is a friend indeed. What do you think that will be? Proverbs, okay? Proverbs. So, Tong Fei, I ask you about O, doctor, engineer, lawyer, scientist, teacher, professor. What does the O stand for, Tong Fei?
Occupation.
Well done. So, Zihan, what about the last P? What's the last P? Zoo, cinema, canteen, toilet, library, shopping center. Start with P, end with E.
Face.
Place, well done, okay? So it's good to use this, children, from now on. If I say free spot, you should know what is that already. And then you create the suspense. Closing is very important. So Joyce, you have a good closing, but your closing of your essay a bit short. There's no need to be 100 words, but I will explain to you later when I go through your essay, okay? Conclusion to end your story with a moral. Now, from now on, whether you are IP or Express, okay, you must end with a good moral of the story, okay? So link to the title. So finally, both eaglets found their parents. For example, that is a story about the eaglets. Organize your train of thoughts to give your readers to have a good impression of the story. You need to organize to link, like, for example, Joyce wrote about unemployment, about another essay I can't remember, later we go through it. Then you have to select a good use of free spot to end it with a grand finale to tell them, okay, all wells that ends well. To give the examiner, especially to give them a good impression of your good conclusion of your essay. And I'm sure that you have good words, enough words to end the sentence, okay? I think for you, Joyce, no problem. If you find you have improved already, you find well done. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea. So for future, please write your essay with these two, okay? Now, what is cyber wellness? Okay, let's quickly, cyber wellness, as you know, nowadays are very, very serious, and it's going to be very in thing because of everything we do online. Agree now, Esther? Right? Very seriously. Imagine one day somebody put Uncle Raymond's photo to BTS. Instead of Lu Han, I become like Lu Han like that. Esther, don't give me the kind of look there.
I will be so happy.
Thanks, you should upside down already, you see. So imagine somebody Photoshop my photo like an ugly gorilla. How? Joyce, this is very important because your informations as a policeman myself, sometimes we'll go around. Unfortunately, we can't do door to door and tell those auntie, uncle, don't anyhow give the password of your account or things like that. Remember last week, I think I told you, or was it this class, that this auntie lost about a few $100,000 to a scam by internet. So don't do that. Be careful. Always advise your grandparents or seniors that, okay, whatever it is, don't always reply from the handphone or even your email. Government will send letter to your letterbox. All right. If you are not sure, please approach to any of the neighborhood police posts or even police station. Don't be afraid not to go to police station. Okay. It's best that if you are not sure anything, the best if you can approach the police station. If not, you approach to your resident committee, which is your RN, residential network. 就是你的联络所 your committee center, 明白吗? Don't everything 你的 account 被 freeze 了，你要 transfer 100万去我的 account. If not, your account will be this. Hey, come on, please. No banks or no organization will do that. Because 你的 work permit 已经 expire 了。OK， 在中国 ，OK， 我 freeze 你的 account， 我去中国去你的家拿你的什么property, all these things don't. So if you have these things, remember the handphone number, copy it down, and then you can record down the voice. That would be good. Everything, then you have it. Go to the police stations and make a report. Okay, to safeguard it, because if really true that you not happen that this auntie 啊，我真的有去过中国上海，刚好有做过这个文件，刚好我有遇到这个公安，我又去那个警察局 ，happen to be just nice， no， so she believed that it is true。没有收到信，他说我到时会寄一封信给我，可是我等了3天没有，最后我很紧张，我打电话去，that's it, you fall into the trap. So my advice is don't believe in all these things, all right? And then any handphone number that is they call you, Esther, if the handphone is +65 and then 89172, don't answer. There will be no +65, even +65 61270. For example, Joyce Dongfei. While you're walking, suddenly you receive a office number that is +652 617. Then Dongfei, then your school call you. They pretend your school call you. Dongfei, you have not that you did not submit this. You owe the school fees or all this crap. Then you just never mind. You just say, oh, okay. Then quickly write down number. Tell your parents. 姨婆 every time this number 打来的时候这里是公安局打来的。You know what I do, Joyce? 你去死吧 Then I'm off. 我的朋友更厉害Joyce. 这里是公安局打来，你欠了这个银行1万块。那我的朋友讲，我给你3万块，不需要这么多。你几时会来这个发票还这个钱呢？我农历7月我会烧给你。Joyce, 那个
another one.
My friend did that, no? He told me, no.
有更厉害的那个诈骗电话打来，他反诈骗，反骗了那个诈骗的人钱。
这里是棺材店，你要买一副棺材给你自己吗 ？Okay, so these are, I think I really hate this type of people 他们游手好闲 ，OK， 来，医生他们不顾正业，欺骗人家的血汗钱。So cyber wellness refers to the positive or well-being of internet user. It involves an understanding of the norms of appropriate responsible behavior with regards to technology use as well as knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes on how to protect oneself and other internet users in the cyber world. What are the correct aspects of cyber wellness? 3 principles. Respect for self, others. I think 那些诈骗集团从来没有这样做。Safe and responsible use. Always install antivirus. Positive peer influence. Did I tell you the website before? To download free antivirus, no? Esther? 2只牛有没有
No.
No, seriously, I'm not kidding. Okay, I'm typing to all of you. You can go to this website, www.2counts.com. 真的是2只牛。Joyce 不要笑。Okay, these 2counts.com have the most antivirus software. Okay, but I have not been there for a long time ever since I installed McAfee license. The good things about these 2counts.coms, okay, is they'll tell you like if there's a 5 counts, that means this antivirus software is very good. If it's a 3 count, okay, reasonable. So sometimes they can take away the spyware, the adware, all kind of things. Okay, so download this if you want to have a free antivirus software. Okay, so I don't know how is I yet to go and see because last time when I was teaching in IT people, I used to share this with my trainees. Okay, I was teaching in the IT computer school. So this 2counts.com is very good. Okay, sorry, my dog is barking. Okay, so like the one I like my friend 你要给1万块，不用我给你100万，不用这么多钱哇。子涵他还跟他讨价嘛，就不用紧，不用客气，不用紧，我已经寄给你了，提示你会收到。When can I receive it？ 农历7月14。I better 啦 ，Esther. When they call me， 这里是公安局打来的，你将会收到一个邮件，那时候你去死吧。Okay, that's what I would do. Or sometimes I might be very, very bad. 你去死吧，Okay. Because I find it, but now I stop it okay, but I find it it's not good to do this type of things and cheat other people money. And guess what? Indian people is the best. If you go to the website, one of the website they show the Indians and cheat all the Americans, the old folks. Hello, I'm calling from this one. You know, I feel very bad. I got no money to eat. Can you please help me? Oh, poor thing. Why you can have no money to? Yes, please. Can you transfer the money to my Indian account? Sure, sure. Where is it? And seriously, I said, why you take so long to transfer the money to me? Because the submarine cable, the transferring of the what do you call it, the internet, the shark just bite the cable, so the money cannot go through. So don't laugh, and that's happening like that before. There are Indian people who are organs. 那个集团 is a syndicate who really want to sit down and really cheat people. No, can you imagine? 一波 got this girl call you, hi. 亲爱的，你很好看呢。I feel like coming to see you, no, but I got no money to buy a ticket to come and see you. Then what happened? You buy a ticket for her, and then that's it. She never turned out. You lost your $3,000 ticket. So can you imagine she'll go around and cheat everyone $3,000? So can you imagine every day you cheat 3,000 now? 1 month, how much already? 1 year, how much already? And then sometimes you put those photos. That is so nice, so pretty girl, like those Korean K-pop girl generations or Shiny or BTS or even Lu Han, but not Uncle Raymond. If you put Uncle Raymond, no, definitely the money will not go through. Okay, okay, let's go. Yishu, can you read to the class? Why is cyber wellness important?
Why is cyber awareness important? It involves an understanding of online behavior and awareness of how to protect oneself in cyberplace. The focus of CW is about helping students to become responsible digital learners. When navigating cyberspace, students should demonstrate respect for self and others and practice safe and responsible use.
So please go to this website, okay? It's very good because all these websites anyway is here already. What is cyber? What is the meaning of? I think I have this 10 step somewhere here, maybe. Was it here? I did put it inside anyway. Okay, never mind. Later we can go in to take a look for this website here. First, what is the meanings of cyberbullying? Now, I always receive this Esther and Tongfei when I was a discipline teacher in my previous school. I always receive student complain about cyberbullying. They call it the keyboard warrior. Okay, behind the keyboard and start typing all this nonsense, defaming. I think you know some of the Korean star, those are K-pop star. They also commit suicide because of this social media cyberbullying. Until they cannot take it, they commit suicide. So sadly, now I no need to kill you, no. I can use words to defame you, to criticize you, to mock you, to destroy you, and say sarcastic remark, everything through internet. Sadly to say, this is happening. So guys, for these generations, and definitely in your life, Esther, Joyce, Edward and Yufan, take note, all of you in this group, you must take note of this cyberbullying. Definitely, at least 1 or 2 essay or 1 or 2 comprehension will come up in your lifetime. For sure, one. 一定会有的. Even you don't come out, or maybe you will come out in like your VIA, or you go around to teach young people to do it. Oh yeah, maybe some of you, when you go to your JC or to your polytechnic, you might do volunteer work and help those Akong Ama to do how to use handphones, or even go to do your volunteer. You will definitely come across this. And who knows, Edward, you might give a talk about cyberbullying, okay? Or even Yishu, you might give a talk about how to prevent cyberbullying. Or even Ibo, you might say that how can cyberbullying be put to a stop? Unfortunately, Esther, Joyce, and Yufan, and Tongfei, and Zihan, and Angela, and Weiti, not possible. To be honest, it's not possible because, how should I say? It is beyond control. There is no way that you can do it because you don't know who is behind the whole entire saga here, and they might use an anonymous name and attack you. Okay, so let's read. Tongfei, can you read what is meaning of cyberbullying? Tongfei, thank you. Back to you.
Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, and tablets. Cyberbullying can occur through SMS, text, and apps, or online social media, forums, or gaming when people can view, participate in, or share
content. Yes, guys, if you have get any SMS or WhatsApp threatening you, please screenshot the entire message as an evidence. Under the eye of law, this can be used as an evidence, okay, to protect you, because this is very important. You know why? Because sometimes the other accused, instead of say, no, Esther is the one who bullied me. No, Tongfei is the one who say all the bad things about me. Get it now? So with this evidence to prove that you are innocent, to show that no, okay, my friends screenshot. So if someone say, hey, Tongfei, someone say that you bully Esther, you bully Joyce, no, then then you ask the fella to screenshot to say that, see whether it's true or not. If it's not true, sometimes they can use your name and then to put it there and create an account, set to say. Yeah, but what to do? I'm so sorry to say, yeah, usually you're right, but unfortunately, this is called jealousy. 于是妒忌心很重 ，OK？ I think 这种会有 karma 哈，于凡对吗？会有报应的。So, Edward, you agree, like Edward? This type of thing we should not do that, right? Edward, agree?
Wait, so
Edward,
by law,
sorry?
by law, it is not illegal.
It's not,
right.
No, not true. You can say, for example, if I threaten you, 医生你跟我小心一点哦，你过马路要看车哦。So this can be a threatening message to you, no? Even when I talk to you, okay, 一波你跟我小心一点，你吃东西不要给医院梗到哦。你看，他这样，好像 gangster 这样，你看Esther。
那如果只是就是我没有对他进行人身威胁，就只是
不可以，
骂他，然后骂。
You psychological, you're hurting him. You're attacking his psychological already. Mentally, you're torturing him. Okay, because I learned this in my uni time when I asked my professor. Because in England, Tongfei, if somebody say for a guy, if somebody say tap you like that, okay, I can say, oh, he hit my shoulder, very pain. Oh, I cannot study now. It's the pain that's hurting me. 这样也可以。Okay, so Joyce, you say you are ugly toad. Wow, then Joyce, because of that ugly toad, the whole week I cannot sleep well. I have to take Panadol. Therefore, it affects my result. I'm going to sue Uncle Raymond for saying the word. But I never say the F word or the vulgarity, you know. I say ugly toad like that. Mentally, psychological threatened. So sorry to say, children, during my generation or your parents' generation of Joyce, we always got all these kind of remarks. All these kind, even pull the ear like that, no? Turn the ear, twist the ear, pull the hair. That's why you see, pull until Uncle Raymond got no hair. Okay, I'm not naughty, Joyce, don't look at me. No wonder Uncle Raymond, you lost so many hair. You must be a very naughty boy. I'm a very good boy, okay? But unfortunately, this is our generation, Joyce. Okay, we went through a lot of this kind of so-called attack and bullies. So protect. Even now in army, Joyce, you know, army, if you watch Our Boys to Men, right? Do you watch Our Boys to Men, the first episode? You say, do hurry up. My grandmother can do, take your time. Go and kiss the bloody tree and come back. It's true, no? It's really true, no? My generation, seriously. Go out and get the bloody carpet and come down. Can you imagine the story? Bring the whole bloody carpet and bed come down. And then have to change parade. I tell you, crazy, man. Now you do that, you say, sir, what is your name? I'm going to tell my mom. I'm going to sue you. Even push up, when we punishment push up, we can do 100 push up non-stop until crazy. Okay, do burpee jumps, jumping jack. Okay, sit up, change parade, ke kanan, ke kiri, ke bruse, ke belakang. You know, NPCC, you should know. It's crazy. But now in the army, I think they cannot do all this kind of forced parade. But this is how they train Uncle Raymond and my generations to be so tough. But it's a bit sadist and crazy. The training is very crazy one. And then my brother-in-law was, you know, Joyce, they will tie their hand, they'll take the food and throw on their face and ask them to eat. Because yes, I'm serious. They treat it like you are the prisoner of war. The kind of so-called torture. Okay, but this is to test you whether you can go through that kind of torturing. But now I'm not sure they're doing that. So again, this is not, we don't take it like very serious. We take it as part of our training. You know, that is very tough, you know, things like that. So what you see our voice to men is just only the tips of the iceberg. Okay, some of the training in the 80s or even the 70s is horrible. It's really, really horrible. But we managed to go through, okay? And the uniform, we have the iron with starch. Okay, so cyberbullying, you're right. Whether you're using words or using certain things, you're mentally torturing and you're verbally abusing, you can be sued for that. So my advice, children, don't take it, don't take the law in your own hands, okay, Esther and Zihan. So the best is, if you are not sure, approach any adults, approach your teachers, approach someone who can help you. Because cyberbullying is going to be here to stay, because as long as you got internet, I tell you, no way you can avoid this. Okay, back to you, Zihan. Well read cyberbullying from Tong Fei. Zihan, what is student cyber safety?
Cyber safety is the safe and responsible use of information and communication technologies, such as the internet, social media, online games, smartphones, tablets, and other connected devices. Cyber safety education provides students with the knowledge and skills they need to stay safe in online environments.
Okay, so take note of these few words, cyberbullying, the keyword, student cyber safety. Now, if you have to write an essay about how do we get students to have cyber safety, the first thing is that you must install antivirus. If the next thing is that you have to install a camera, if possible. Sometimes, you know, the camera can be your home camera, not the camera that you're talking to me, you know, as a camera like now behind your back, the back, you know, the camera can show that you are using the computer. 明白我意思吗? Right. So for example, if someone don't mind, Esther, if someone were to point that finger, you know, that kind of finger not nice to you, right? That is considered a vulgarity and insult. You can straight away take the snapshot, or sometimes you can screenshot, or sometimes take a picture to sue the person. You know, saying vulgarity to another person is a criminal. On the road, if you scold someone pointing finger or scolding vulgarity, okay, or push someone or curse and swear words, you can bring them to court case if it's really serious. I'm serious. Okay, so please mind your words. That's very important. So cyber safety education is important, children. If you have time, please read more. The next thing I can tell you about safety online environment is make sure that when you go to a certain website, or someone say, recently my god sister, very funny, in the Facebook, then she say, hey Raymond, can I have your handphone number? Then I was like thinking, last week I just talked to you, you have my handphone number. Why this week in the Facebook you asked me for my handphone number? So Joyce, I smell a rat, right? So definitely is someone hacked into her Facebook account. So in order to make sure that I don't give my handphone to that person in the Facebook, which pretend to be my sister, I WhatsApp my sister first. I say, sis, did your Facebook being hacked? Less than 1 hour, she replied me, yes, please do not reply the message, because I screenshot, I show it to her, and I ask her, so don't be so happy, like maybe like your long lost primary school friend suddenly come and send to you, Zihan, Tong Fei, Edward, how are you? Hey, I lost your handphone number, no? Can you send it to me? So my advice is like that, Joyce, Edward, and Yunfan, why don't you give me your handphone number first? Then I send to you. 以其人之道还其人之心。Don't bring, 不要 straight away, wow, unless Yunfan and Joyce, unless 是鹿晗还是 BTS, then they ask you, hey, hi, then please, you also don't be so blur, okay? Ask their number first to check the reliability and cross-reference. Okay, so be careful on this, okay? Next. Now, I know some people like to do this, okay? For example, recently, one of my police officer, very cute, no? He told me, when we were doing duty, he said, hey, my children very funny, exam coming, so we always, I didn't know until he told me, 一波出去了. Okay, Zihan, is it true that you can set a parenting time, like after 11 o'clock, you can cut off, right? Is it true? Then you cannot use your tab, like laptop and tab. Like Wi-Fi being cut off. Is it true? Somehow, Edward, is that possible? Edward, are you there? Edward, you hear what I say? Yeah. I didn't know until my Sec4 student, that day I was having a Zoom with her for history until 11:30 p.m. So 11 p.m. she cut off. They say, sorry, Uncle Raymond, I have to use another laptop because my mom and dad banned me from using the laptop after 11 p.m. So he said this kind of parentals provide opportunity for a variety of offline activities, activate parental control in all computing devices, role models, good digital habits. So because she always liked to turn on the laptop and watch Netflix, play Valorant game, Call of Duty. So at every time 11 p.m. sharp, the laptop will cut off. So establish the ground rules for internet use. Yes, it is very important. Okay, even though your parents never set the rules for you, I think now it's time to spend more quality time to do something more useful than just playing games. Continue to play games, but don't become addicted to it. Continue, you need to play games, trust me. Okay, some parents will think that I'm crazy to say that, but seriously, because I believe all of you playing games like Minecraft. I used to hate Minecraft. I never play Minecraft, seriously. It's my son, my nephew playing Minecraft, and some students who play and show me, and some Roblox recently. I find it the way the YouTubers describe the Minecraft, the way they build things. You need intelligence. You need to have organizing your trains of thought. It's just like organizing your story in the essay. So navigate the internet with your child to understand. So parents, I mean, now you're also quite big, even though you're under 18, but it's good that sometimes, you know, certain website cannot see. Excuse me, all of you have watched the Squid Game already? You know, this is NC16, no?
I thought it's M18.
N18 some more, so if you're watching means you're 不打自招在这边. So my son very cute. He told me he's only 9 years old. So one of the what was it a scene? No, chapter 3, right? Chapter 3. There was a scene a bit of RA. So he came and tell me, said my classmate told me that chapter 3 the parents don't allow her to watch. So I pretend I asked her why. Cannot one, got kissing scene, cannot watch. So cute. So then again, how do you define Joyce or Edward or Ishu or Zihan, anyone? How do you define whether it's NC16 or NC18 or RA21 or PG? Correct? No? How do you define? Sometimes you go to internet, sometimes this YouTuber will say all the vulgarities, all the words that you're not supposed to hear. Does it make you a bad person? Is it the real world? Guys, excuse me. The good, the bad, the ugly in this world, you need to know. All right? Let's be fair. I mean, in this way, you cannot prevent people from saying vulgarity, but it's better not to say because because we are educated people. We don't scold people with these kind of things. It's not nice. It's definitely, I abhor to, it's definitely not nice. Sometimes you're angry, you will suddenly flare out that kind of words unintentionally. But sorry, when you say the word out, you cannot control. That's why you need to keep calm and control yourself. And it's called ABC. Your attitude, your behavior, and your characters. All right. So talk with your child about the internet user. So my son asked me, Daddy, why I cannot watch that scene? I say this scene is inappropriate. This scene is not suitable for you because it's quite violent. The way he looked at me, are you sure, man? Very violent, man. Well, Esther, you're laughing at me, huh? Very violent. So Esther, you watched the whole Squid Game already? Esther, you may have Squid Game. You're frozen already, Esther frozen. Okay, never mind. So now this is your homework, guys. So you have to choose a topic. Did I go through this with you now, Esther and Tongfei and Zihan? Did I go through this with you? Zihan, you ma? Yishu, Joyce, Yifan, you ma? Edward, you may don't have, huh? So your job is to come up these 3 into 1. Okay, what we call Esther, will you mind time whether I can do this in 3 minutes. Okay. Time me, 3 minutes. So all of you, I start first. Ready? Can I start now? Ipo, are you ready? Edward, please turn on your computer. Now, it's no point that I teach you by writing. You need to speak. Esther, you say 3, 2, 1, then I start.
3, 2, 1.
Greetings, students. Today, I'm going to present to you about the pandemic has greatly affected our economy and the advantage to use the internet during the COVID-19. Yes, we all agree that technology has played an important role to connect the world at this time, to communicate with each other in a more secure, safe, and systematic ways. Nevertheless, all of us have different ideologies as to how we can cope and use this internet in a more user-friendly and a more cyber wellness values with one another. The presence of online shoppings, COVID-19, and the advance of technology has created a lot of unemployment. Very sad, including myself at times. And I saw some of my friends too, who was because of this, they lost their job and creates a very huge unemployment last year. And hopefully it will stop and create more jobs. Take, for example, the recent closing of the Robinson. I think you know, it was my favorite hangout when I was young, but now it stopped, it closed. And last year, I remember I brought my mom there, but unfortunately, by the time we go there, the whole shop was closed down. So the SIA retrenchments, because of the pandemic, nobody is going to fly. And sadly, this is the first time in history that Singapore International Airlines was cut down with more than 50 or more than 70 or 80% of the staff. And many F&B's closure, retail stores closing due to unable to pay rental, and tourism is greatly affected, and many more people will be getting unemployed soon. And later, if you have the chance, you will listen, you will read some of the article by some of my students talking about unemployment. So how can we curb this unemployment with these new ideas and at the same time to provide cyber wellness for all? Here is the graph. So this is the graph that I created, that government think tank. So government has to come up a brand new idea. For example, Grab car, Grab food, okay, or even skill future, or people how to use SEO and doing internet and even doing working from home, that we have the continuity for employability. So this is a triangle that is the employees, the employers, and the customer. And all these linked together is the government have to come in to make sure that the employers continue to employ employees, the customer come back and buy things. So it's a very happy whole entire process. And recently I just saw for Mothership that the government sectors are having 1 + 1 month's bonus. Well done. I think they deserve it, especially the nurses who have done a lot for during this period of time, because they not only help the patients, but also they miss their home because they cannot go back home because of the patients. And I know that because one of my daughter's classmate was in the nursing, and it was very, very disheartening that she went all the way out. But because of that, she can use this internet to communicate with the parents during that period of time that where she cannot go home. Thank you very much. How long? Esther?
Yeah.
How long?
317.
317, so I make it. So the next lesson, all of you have to present this in front of the whole class. And please don't tell me your camera spoil, your mic spoil. Okay, I got this and that cannot come, my mouth cramp, I cannot talk. Okay, Yipo, your mouth will not cramp. Okay, don't go away, don't pretend to go out. Okay, right. So let's start with the essay now. So this is your homework, girls and boys. You must come out a visual graphic text like what I do. You can have a poem, Tong Fei, Edward, or Joyce. Be creative. You see, coming to creative lesson is not just to write. You need to talk and present. That's very important. Zihan, you agree? Zihan? Right. It's not just write, no. You write very well, but one day, Zihan, your boss say, hey, Zihan, since your writing is so bombastic, so beautiful, so well written. Hey, can you give us a talk? Then Zihan say, 老板，我来那个，我肚子很痛，我 got menses cramp, I cannot read. Then 姨婆说，我牙痛，我不可以读。Please, don't give this kind of excuses. Even though it is true, you still have to present. Zihan, imagine you're drawing a $10,000 salary per month. You're supposed to give this speech to 1,000 workers. And if the speech is given to them, able to save their life and their jobs, you have to give the speech. Okay? 人在江湖，身不由己，对吗？于是，对吗？如果你这样怕，
是没有错。
如果你这样怕的话then please, you are not doing justice to all the years that you have learned. Even though 90% is writing, Joyce, and 10% is talking, like O level, right? But you know, in the real world out there, you spend more time talking to people than writing. I know that because I've been working a lot of company, and now I'm working in eco-friendly. So if you guys are so free, you can visit me next month. I will be in Plaza Singapura wearing a mascot. Going around the plaza. No, I don't wear mascot, please. I will be at level 3 at my eco-friendly. If I'm there, I'll be there. So, okay, guys. All right, so this is the one here that I done it for a 3-minute presentation. Esther record for me, 3 minutes plus. So your job is to come up with ideas. No, now seriously, children, it is not compulsory, but it is good that if you take your guts, your confidence, say, yes, Uncle Raymond, I will take the challenge. I will present this next week to the whole class. And guys, this is through Zoom, no? I have a face-to-face class last year and this year, face-to-face before the COVID-19 kind. They really come up from stand in front of the classroom, use the whiteboard and write. If you guys don't believe me, next week I will show you the picture and the video. Okay, that's what they do. They did. Okay. All right, so let's go to the essay without further ado. Okay, to be fair, I just want to show this first. Waiting, if you are watching this video, I mark your paper already. So next week, I will go through your essay. Okay, well done. Keep it up. Good. The only thing, Waiting, I don't think you can score high because the whole entire essay. Anything wrong? No? Zihan, anything wrong? Edward, anything wrong with this essay? Yes, Zihan. Edward, yes, Edward. Edward, please. Anything wrong with this essay, Edward?
Yeah.
So what is it?
Like all the red color.
The red color is good, no? It's only this part very vague. What do you think, Zihan?
No paragraphing.
Absolutely, yes, you are a good girl. Well done. You spot it on. You are right. I cannot take it, but maybe because Weiti, you are first time. If you are my seasonal student like Yufan, Yibo, and Yishi, if you did that to me, I cannot take it. Seriously. You're gonna do this to your boss in real world. Good luck to you. You will definitely throw back to you right to your face. If you are a lawyer or even a lecturer, don't do that. But it's a good essay. But never mind, we fail here. Okay. So I close this just to prove to you that I really marked the paper already. So you can find your homework in the Google Classroom. Let's look at this one first. Okay. Look at this paper. It was my ex-student. IP student, take note, IP student. This is a set 3 paper. Some of you might go in for set 3. Okay, you can see this Kai Xuan from Senate. Okay. What are you teaching child by the way you treat mates? So this is, you read this. It's a reflective. After you read through, okay, with close reference to the writer article, respond to any two of his views regarding Singapore attitudes towards blue-collar foreign workers. Support your response. So it's a response essay. Okay, some of you Joyce, IP, next year set 3 or set 2, set 2, but good luck to you, set 3, okay, so now you will start to prepare to write. Don't believe you see, ready, go. The writers, I can't read the word. Opens, is it that the writer's opinions, is it? I can't really read this. That child learn the same, their needs, okay, opinions, okay. Aspirations are less than, okay, this is a quote. It is no doubt that children observe their surrounding and especially the adults around them so as to satisfy their curiosity. Body have to see. This is marked by the school teacher, not me. 3 wisdom, set 3, not primary 3. So you see the expressions, when you have curvy means it's not so good. So you must have the AIMS. Take note, children. 这不是玩玩的齁，这是真的是 exam 嘞 ，August 嘞 ，close to exam 了齁。他现在是在 final year 在 Unora JC 啊。哦 ，sorry， 他现在在考最后几章的 A level paper。到时候有机会你可以见他 ，she may be helping me in one of my project also。So you see, I agree with, okay, I'm just giving you a rough idea, just read through like that, okay? So you see your code. You need to read a lot, no, seriously, okay, express student, take note, Even you can escape, express student, hey, no, I'm not an IP student. When you go to JC, when you go to university, you have to write something like that. So IP student, when you go to JC or university, is, hey, Joyce, 很轻松了，哎呀，濕水啦。Chicken backside, no problem. Serious. Because you already start to 所谓先苦后甜啊，明白吗 Joyce? Okay, who else is in IP? Tong Fei, are you in IP also? Okay. And then who else? Esther, are you? Esther, are you in IP?
No express.
So take note, you see, look at this one. The writers, okay, so it's really paragraphing. Wei Qi and Angela, if you're watching, please take note also, okay? And look at the conclusion. You say, yes, excellence evaluations. I'm supposed to show this to my student tomorrow for another class, another IP, because he has been asking me for this. So, okay, see. I don't know if this 9 upon 15 or 9 upon what, I can't remember, sorry, So it should be good, right? Set 3, you have to write like that. Set 4 is 2.5 foolscap paper. And then when you go for your JC1, it's 3 foolscap paper. This like that, set 3, this guy, this girl, I think is more than 400 words already. So you see, take note, IP student, your set 2 will start to give you this kind of passage like that. Then you read through and evaluate. You know why? IP student, I'm very serious. They are the school, the governments are training you to give you a case study and put you in the position to decide the do's and don'ts, to decide the pros and cons, to decide your judgment, to decide your feedback. So Joyce, imagine now you're the CEO of the company. They give you a case study now. So Joyce, should I retrench how many people? Should I retain how many people? What is your next step? So what is your next step? Then you are taking this step. How are you going to evaluate it? Remember, Joyce and everyone, Esther, Zihan, Edwards, Yifan, Yishu, and Pok Pok. Are you there now? Ipo, you must take note. The so then how. It's very
sure. I am here, but I'm in the toilet, so I can't open my cam.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you take note, guys. Seriously, look at it. And I just realized she doesn't really paragraph it. It's wrong, no? You realize the first paragraph, 它写到这么长呢. 我现在才发觉到，他那时有给我看他这张文章 ，but this is 2018啊 ，my goodness，Joyce， 3年前了，我有老人痴呆症。So you see, guys, okay, please seriously, So for the Set 2 student, better wake up and pull your socks and read a lot. And please submit as many homework as you can. The more you submit, 不用讲的 is better. Okay? So let's move on to. Have I finished, Zihana? Did I read this already? 子涵没有是吗 I finish 啊，子涵
Yes.
Did I finish this? No, right?
No.
Okay, good. Let's read again. Sorry, children, because I'm using this. I just bought this just to show you, to prove to you. I'm using this one. This one to, oh my goodness, my pen. Okay, I'm using this pen and this thing to write. So sometimes, you know, when the thing is not so good. Okay, so I'm still haven't get used to the sensors of this writing pad. Okay, so my laptop is touchscreen, but I'm viewing in a big screen. Okay, let's go, Zihan. If I were to open my charity organizations.
If I were to open my own charity organization, I would like to ask others to donate flowers to the needy people. Flowers can bring happiness to them. Since flowers have a vibrant color and a nice scent, it will light up their day. Flowers can be found everywhere. Every flower
depends, Flowers can be found everywhere, depends. I put the word depends. Can you find flower in North Pole? Can you find flower in desert? Yes, desert maybe. Cactus can grow flower. Okay, so you have to do your research well. So be careful. I'm taking you like is a high level of students. Okay, carry on, Zihan. Every flower
has its unique color. This will let the needy people feel
let
that
them, correct. Who don't ever write them, please, no.
that they are not left out by society and they are still loved. Different flowers have different meanings. For example, Gypsophila symbolizes sincerity, compassion, and trust. By giving the needy people different flowers, it also means giving them different blessings.
Carry on.
Carnation symbolizes pride and beauty. It is often given to mothers during Mother's Day. The needy people can give the flowers to their wife or mother. This will show them that
Where is it now? I'm not sorry. I was not paying attention.
this will show them that they are respected for being a mother or a wife. Stock symbolizes a happy life. Since the needy are less fortunate than us, a little flower can mean a lot to them. As needy people might feel gloomy about their origin, a flower that represents a happy life will definitely brighten their day.
I like this sentence. I seriously like this sentence. A flower that represents a happy life will definitely brighten their day. It's true, no? You realize, Zihan, when people are sick, they'll bring flower to hospital. When people visit the cemetery, they also flower. Wedding also flower. Birthday also flower. So flowers, that is really, flowers itself speaks volume of something. But I think the way you choose this essay, Zihan, why don't you tidy out this essay and make it and write it with your own pen and then put there the day you wrote this essay and kept it for many years. And then later you will show it to your children. No, it's going to be super priceless. Okay, come on, let's go. Rose. 玫瑰呀玫瑰.
Rose symbolizes love in many ways. For example, red roses are usually given to the loved ones as it represents undeniable love. White roses are commonly given at ceremonial occasions such as wedding and graduations, as white represent purity. Also, white roses can be given as a token of respect. Giving orchids to people who are less fortunate symbolizes luxury, beauty, and strength. By giving the needy people orchids, the less fortunate will also be encouraged to stay strong and persevere. Vanda Miss Joachim is a species of orchid and Singapore's national flower. It is chosen for its year-round blooming quality and resilience, which reflects Singapore's uniqueness and hybrid culture.
Do you know, Zihan, since you do this, and you know every country have a flower? You know that? Every country has its own flower. I think Malaysia is hibiscus. I'm not sure China is what flower to represent. So don't believe, go and search that every country has a flower to represent. Excellent essay. Thank you so much. So every time when you write the essay, you will have to present it. That is my take. All right. So next one will be, okay, so Wei Qi, let's share Wei Qi. Wei Qi, you're not here. So I marked halfway already. So since you're not here, so I will continue marking just to show you I did mark. So stop. Okay, I close this first. So too many files already. So Angela, since you're not here today, so I will also read your essay. Well done, 8/10, well written. And I like the kind of using different fonts to represent it. Well done, Angela. Joyce, are you ready? Let's read. Why do we need to improve ourselves? Go.
In this world, no one is perfect. We all have our weaknesses and fears, which are different from people around us. The only way to get better is to constantly improve ourselves. There are many reasons why we need to improve.
Don't rush, don't rush.
So,
Very fast, very fast. Very good voice, don't rush. I'm not in Japan, so don't rush. No bullet train, slowly, Okay, don't rush. But it's good that you rush, you know why? Because you need speed reading when you're reading essay. Okay, you need to do the speed reading, seriously. But when you come here, don't rush, slowly. Okay, it's very good introductions. You have the atmosphere. You create interesting things that different fears and weakness. You give me a motivation. Hey, are you sure now? What kind of weakness and fear, Then you give me the suspense by saying that there are many reasons. Okay, I want to read. 你懂意思吗？ It's just like 以前古代咚咚咚锵，各位乡亲父老，今天我们来到这边，要跟着大家说仪式，那个叫什么卖艺呀。You know， 以前古代的人不是要show他们的武术嘛，对不对？ You get it now, Joyce? You create the atmosphere. Even it's a very short paragraph. The AIMS are there. Great, go.
So, our strengths and weaknesses shape our personality, which will have a great impact on how we are presented to others.
Okay, why I changed it? Sorry, Joyce, to interrupt you. Halfway, sometimes I want to interrupt because my dad, okay. Will have, because this is an essay, Joyce, okay? As an IP student, you must be very persuasive. You must be very firm to your essay. When you use the word has, you are saying 可能这个 personality 还可以分养，你懂我意思吗？ So you don't really convince me. 你明白吗？ So imagine I'm marking 30 IP students, let's say from Hwa Chong, from RI, from your school, from other schools, Senate or RV. So when I compare the essay, the stronger part is that, so do you believe that our strength and weakness shapes our personality? In fact, I think I will believe it will have a very great and definitely a significant impact on how we are going to present ourselves to others. 明白吗？ But don't write too long. Every sentence, our children, listen, 12 to 15 words. Don't keep it like, 拉长, then end up, you will end up too many grammatical mistakes. Always learn to keep it 12 to 15 words. So my advice is now when you are free, take a notebook and write sentences by sentence. Carry on. By improving, we can.
By improving, we can always turn our weaknesses into one of our strengths. Although the process might be tiring and hard, but at least we will learn some values through it. Next, no one is responsible for our results and success. We can only push ourselves to our limits again and again.
Hey, wait, stop. And you actually can read like that so nice. Don't rush lah. Keep it that way. All you need to do, Joyce, you must have don't laugh. Whereas I come to oral, I'm super serious. Okay, I can make students read until cry one. Very strict. So, Joyce, you must have the rhythm. Like for example, just now you pronounce the word next. Next. No one is responsible for our result and success. I like these statements. Okay, sorry, this essay you solely write by yourself, right? Did you copy here and there or get the ideas here and there?
I went to research a bit, but most I wrote it myself.
It's okay. I don't give a damn whether you copy or you do this. At least you hand in your homework. Because if my student were to copy and put it inside, means he want to improve and make sure they use it. But of course, in exam, you cannot copy lah. Correct. But this is where you learn. You get the best. I like the word you use, research it. Actually, it's copy ma. Research is copy, you find it. It's okay, man, Joyce. Don't worry. I rather you handing homework, not like the person who never turn on camera. Recently also never handing homework. 子涵，我没有讲谁哦，我没有讲谁都没有 turn on camera 哦，我没有讲名字哦，没有讲名字哦 ，Esther， 哦，一帆我没有讲名字哦，那个 start with P 的，OK， Joyce carry on.
Apparently, in order to be better at something, we'll need to strive for the best. If not, we'll always be getting the same old results each time when we do something, as we never know how far we can go and what our limit is. Additionally, we can always achieve something greater and better if we are determined to make a change and improve. Next, improvements allow us to become an inspiration to others and serve as a role model.
Stop. Finally, you use the word additionally. I like students to use this kind of word additionally. Ready? Apparently, basically, okay, concurrently, definitely, eventually, frequently, gracefully, hopefully. You know all the li, 明白我意思吗? But not suddenly, or eventually. Okay, apparently. 这种字会 kind of Joyce. Since it's your essay, so I target you don't mind. So this is something, the rest also pay attention. So because when you use the word apparently, you're telling the person, you're like in a court case, like in an argument, like in a boardroom. Joyce, you are the CEO now. Apparently, I want everyone sitting here in this boardroom to listen out. We need to bring out the sales by hook or by crook. Okay? Basically, what I need from you is to put in some effort. I hope I make this clear to all of you. Okay? Concurrently, I want to see everyone to hand in the report by tomorrow, 8 o'clock sharp. Do I make myself clear? And definitely, we want to bring the company to the next level. Get it? Sorry to say, I hate to say that. I find that in the Asian, we still got MCP, the male chauvinist pig, 就是大男人主义。如果一个女人做到一个大老板，一个 director, they find it, you know, 好像武则天这样。But I think the time has to change. So, Joyce, you have to prove that you are very, not forceful, but very stern and determined. 明白吗? So when you are writing this, you are actually eventually, you are going to speak up in the real world. So whatever you learn to write this, Esther, Zihan, Tongfei, Yifan, okay, all of you, the girls here, and Angela and Wei Qi, okay, don't let the guys to take over you in the real world, in the working world. You have to show your capability by using the words. Let's go.
As a matter of fact, improving is a good learning attitude. It is a positive attitude. Instead of escaping from our problems, we make it to a point to learn from our mistakes and weaknesses.
If today you don't write this essay, you may not learn and you still continue to work, also improving. Hello, my dear sister, my dear Joyce. Also, actually, and then yesterday I see Joyce, then I go out with Joyce to shopping center, then we have lunch. After lunch, then we go out shopping again, then we go watch movie. Joyce, this essay is very boring, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, right, Joyce? So you don't, from now on, children, you are set 2 already. Don't use the word also. Okay? Don't use also, don't use then. Oh, you're bad already. Okay. So use the, as a matter of fact, nevertheless, use the magic word like task, write down. Task, hence, and therefore. These 3 magic words is going to be super useful for your history when you do SEQ. Trust me. And set 3 students will go into social study next year. The task and the hence and the therefore is a super magic words to use. It's a very good word to use. Okay, so Joyce, no more using also. 你把你的作文变成低级了 ，sorry, don't mind, no hard feeling. Okay, this is not to mock you, Joyce. You are here to improve. So change now, no more using. Same to the rest. Esther, Ivan, you should know. You like to use this kind of words. Now you change with me. Let's go.
In this 21st century, technology is improving. Things around us and people around us are all changing. It is important to keep up with it. So we cannot just stay at the same spot. Instead, we should always take a step.
Stop. You see the word see me. So next time when you have essay that is see me, all of you, you really have to see me. Doesn't mean see me means bad thing. Okay? The see me is that I like it. We cannot just stay at the same spot. Maybe I want to change. We cannot stay as what it is now. We cannot be motionless. We cannot be stagnant. Can you write down the word, Joyce? We cannot be stagnant. We cannot be stagnated. 明白吗? Use strong vocab words to describe. Hello, same spot sometimes might be good 对吗 Joyce? 按兵不动其实是好事对吗？仪式对吗？你 OK， 你 like maybe 有时候按兵不动是一个孙子兵法的作为。So Joy, same spot means what? I say like, I like it. I know what you mean, but you have to emphasize. 明白吗 Joyce? When you say stagnated or stagnant, 你懂 the meaning of stagnant
Yeah.
Stagnant 就是 OK， 我就是说不好啦， no improvement, so no good. But the same spot sometimes might be positive. Okay, so be careful. Okay, well done. Carry on. Instead,
we should always take a step up to challenge ourselves by improving and overcoming different fears and weaknesses. Time is not going to wait for us.
End with a free spot. Time and tide wait for no man. 你有听过这句话吗？
No.
No OK， 你这句话一定听过Ready？ 于是看我讲的对不对一寸光阴，接下去。寸金
难买
寸光阴，对咯，就是这句话。Time and tide wait for no man. Joyce， 如果你点缀那个可爱的蛋糕 to give mommy happy birthday to say happy birthday mommy and then with a flower, okay, and with a kiss and heart on the face, I tell you, your mom will forever remember this beautiful birthday. So you end up with time and tide wait for no man. So when you put this sentence in I know that 你如果就是说，如果 Joyce 你 end up 你的华文作文所谓俗语说得好，一寸光阴是不是俗语俗语说得好，一寸光阴一寸金，寸金难买寸光阴。这句话我的爷爷在临前之前，在他when he was alive, I don't know how to say in Chinese.
临死前或者生前，临死前生前，临死前就是
还没有死
快死的时候，快死了，但是还没有死。生前就是还没有死，不管你什么时候都可以是生前。
在他病床告诉我这句话，
那就临死前
因为我以前说得好，因为我以前是一个好吃懒做、守株待兔的一个不顾正业的孙子。当他讲了这句话，打醒我的脑海里，我从今现在比阿里巴巴更发达，因为我叫做 Raymond 爸爸。子涵，你不要看到这样joke So sometimes you don't take it very serious, but you get the idea now, Joyce. You end up with this very bombastic. Sorry, Joyce, and all of you, Esther, Zihan, and Edwards, and Tongfei, and Angela, and Wei Qi. I know you find also. I know some of the teacher will say, please don't add this kind of things inside. Don't put what time and time. No, if there's any student, sorry. Any teachers, and this is recording. If any teacher were to tell you this, please tell me. I will give you my 2 cents worth of talk to that teacher. I don't care how old he is. Really. Because I find that 在语文就是要发扬光大，就是要写得最好、最漂亮，就是展现你的才华。Is to showcase your best talent. And you're going to tell me don't put all these things, you clown. Then you don't be an English teacher lah. Then what's the point of learning idioms and proverbs for fun and laughter, man? 吃饱没事做。Then 我为什么读那个《弟子规》干嘛？读《三字经》干嘛？对吗？于是，我读那个《道经》在干嘛 ？For what？ 明白吗 ，Joyce？When you use it now, you show your professionalism, your profoundness, your perfectionist. That is why 你的作文就是金鸡独立。That is why 你的作文就是不同凡响。Joyce, your whole essay I use a lot of 成语，对吗？I'm an English teacher, but I know a lot of idioms, right? The Chinese idiom, right? Get it now. Words is so important. Later, when you watch the last 2 videos, you tell me whether is it important. Well done, keep it up. Oh, I forgot to mark this part, sorry. I marked this part, I thought, wow, I'm so happy. Okay, sorry, carry on. I forgot this, I'm so sorry, carry on. It is impossible.
It is impossible to improve ourselves until the extent that we are perfect and ace everything. But we can definitely be better than ourselves compared to the past if we are improving bit by bit every day.
And there's a saying, add this one in. Time and time wait for no man. Sweet. Steady, boom, pp. Very nice. Okay, well done. Okay. All right, next one. Okay, where is it now? I lost again. Wait, did I? Wait, okay, I share this. So I'm going to close this so that I will not mix up with another file. Yes. You see, this is your handwriting. Joyce? Your handwriting, right? Yes. Very nice, no? Seriously, very good. Guys, I would prefer, Yipo also agree, Yipo. You can have her number later on if you want to ask her how to write nice handwriting. So, Joyce, Joyce, your handwriting is very nice, and girls and boys, Esther and Yufan and Tongfei, please use this blue pen to write, because sometimes when you write, I'm not sure whether they going to scan your essay and send to Cambridge to mark, or send the original one to Cambridge to mark, or maybe because of COVID-19, right? They may not send, they have to scan, not send not to send the actual original. So what you did, right, is to scan in, right, and send it to me. So I cut and copy and paste it in here. All right, let's go.
Oh, still me.
Your name, what? Okay. Then I ask Esther to read. Okay, Esther, no, right? Esther is not your essay hall, right? Tongfei is not your essay hall. Please, the few of you, please hand in your essay hall. Carry on, Joyce.
There are many reasons and causes of unemployment, but I think that the main cause is the rapid growth of population. As time passes, our population is growing at a fast pace. Our rapid growth results in an imbalance between the
you see, you can't even read your too small. So my advice are children, I'm not sure your teacher allowed you to write one sentence, leave one line. So sometimes you might need to add some word, you can carry on and put in words, okay? I'm not sure, Joyce, you better check with your school whether you're allowed to write one line, leave one line, write one line, leave one line. You will be better. Okay, you will carry on imbalance between the supply
of labor and the demand of that. Another point is that more jobs now can be done by robots. As we are living in a high and advanced technology world, now many robots are produced with the ability to complete given tasks. It is common to see different robots in shopping malls and shops. Since robots can do tasks we can do, many shops would replace workers with robots for simple tasks. This will cause more to be unemployed. Also, due to the pandemic, many companies could no longer afford to have as much employees as before, so they would have to retrench some. This would be having a hard time finding a job or to be employed again.
Very vague. You say this would be having a hard time. What do you mean by this would be having a hard time? What kind of hard time are we talking about?
Maybe like they won't have enough savings or money.
Then you put there, this will not have been a hard time. Take for example, lack of saving for a rainy day. You know what's a rainy day? 未雨绸缪。then 就点缀那个，你懂？the beautify the sentence, and then you realize you put also here. It's not I don't know. I purposely don't want to change because I want you to change for me. So how to put also due to? Now you high class already, Joyce. You don't like the also already. Also 就是而且在华文说法而且的意思But now we don't want, we change the word also. What do you think? What words can I replace it?
Additionally.
Does it sound good? Are you again additionally? Can you change additional? Can you imagine I'm your teacher marking your essay from set 2 to set 4? Every time, yeah, Joyce again must be additionally. I can predict what you write. You know what?
Similarly.
Okay, what do you say again? I heard delivery.
No, similarly.
Similarly, due to, okay, fine. I will write down, in fact, will be better? In fact, yeah, or indeed. 你看，单单一个字 indeed， 虽然如此 that's the difference. Children, if you are listening, Edwards and all of you, no more using also. Don't. And express student, this is also important to you, because you want to be the rose among the thorn. You want to be the best essay. Don't put also, then.
So you just say also.
Don't use also.
You just say also.
Don't put this. Don't put and. Don't start with a sentence using A and D. I hate it the most. And you can imagine that also change to this. And due to the pandemic, I tell you straight away, I'm going to mark down the person essay. Okay, if you are my student, don't use A and D. I don't like it. And I'm telling you right to your face now, because I happen to mix, I told you my previous school with my English department. Okay, every English teacher, when they mark paper using N, I tell you this straight away, this person, the English cannot got discount already. 记住不要跟我用 N. Don't never start a sentence with A and D. And don't start a sentence with because also. You want to start with because, that it is because. Okay, apparently, then you want to make the words longer, Joyce. Apparently, I think that this is because. Sounds better, okay? 记住don't be late. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you are Joyce. Don't be lazy and don't be lack of motivation. Just to write a few words 会死的啦. In fact, to give you more marks there. 你反正你缩短那个意思你 discount yourself. So Joyce, this would be having a hard time. 什么东西? Who is the this? When you want to put this kind of these children, can you be more specific? This, for example, lack of money and moral support from the family, 对吗？因为那个人没有工作了，他的家人会看不起他，你明白吗？ So sometimes they pretend to dress very well and go out to work, but actually he's just bluffing his family that he's looking a job. But when you dress very well, he might go and work in Starbucks, work in a fast food restaurant, just to bring some money back, so to cover up his being retrenched or being unemployed. Everyone?
If unemployment is out of control, it may lead to higher crime rate in the country. This is because many citizens that are unemployed will have trouble living their daily life as they do not have enough money. This may cause them to commit crimes like stealing or theft, thus increasing crime rate.
When you use the word thus, my eyes open big already. This is where I think, okay, wow, something. So you explain until, 我跟你讲, open your ears, Uncle Raymond and eyes. I'm telling you now, go.
Next, it will also reduce rate of volunteerism, as there is lesser people that has enough time, money, and ability to help others. All this may cause the country to have a bad or not so good reputation.
I like that, no? But I think if this one can expand a few more sentences and paragraphs would be beautiful, because not many people know that unemployment can create crime rates, which is true. And that is why Singapore want to create more jobs opportunity. Remember, a hungry man is an angry man. A person without a shelter, a person who cannot support family will do funny things, go to gamble, take drugs, do all the vice. You know, VICE stand for bad things. So, okay, well done. Right, carry on. Next one.
Firstly, we are unable to control our population growth, so it's impossible to make our supply and demand equal at all times. To add on, economy is not
You see,
always.
I like this, to add on instead of also. So you're more mature. You're telling your staff to add on to this. I hope everyone will give your support due to the COVID situations. I know the companies are presently not doing well. So to add on to this, I really, I don't, 那种加强那种, you know, instead of also, please help. 哎呀，来了，你看这个老板整天 also. Means also Joyce, get the idea? 不要生气好 Joyce. Okay, we learn. Okay, carry on. To add on.
Economy is not always in equilibrium, and it changes from times to times without our control. Situations like the COVID-19 pandemic that was not predicted impacted a lot on unemployment rates too.
Well done, very good. Wow, today a lot of essays been read. So the last one, Yifan, your turn. What type of society is best suitable for today's 21st century? It's yours. Let's go.
First, let me share my opinion. Nowadays, technologies in our world are well developed and advanced. However, this is not really a good sign. Back then, children played with their handmade toys with friends, but now, children play with their phones, iPad, and other electronic devices. Even a 5-year-old boy has his own iPad. Of course, playing with electronic devices can gain some knowledge and self-improvement. However, these devices are very attractive to children, and some of them are addicted to them. I think that a healthy, active lifestyle is the best suitable society for today's 21st century era.
Take note, everyone, if you got the chance, please copy this sentence. I think that a healthy, active lifestyle is the best suitable society for today's 21st century. Please copy down this sentence. Excellent. I don't know where you copy or really written by you, but it's definitely excellent, Yifan. Well done. Okay, this sentence can be used a lot of things in terms of unemployment, in terms of anything. Carry on, my dear. If you go
outdoors frequently, you may observe that most of the people in parks are elderlies. Furthermore, if you ask some of the teenagers around you, you may find that they rarely go outdoors.
So I put that not true, not true, okay? But I say, furthermore, if you ask some teenager around you, you may find that, I like that, lucky you use the word may find. So 可能, so lucky. So it covers you this part here. Well done, you find. So Joyce, Esther, Zihan, Edwards, Tongfei, Angela, and Wei Qi, and Yishu, Yibo. When you use the word may, that means you say 可能性。有些学生还是有些teenager 可能 so it's lucky you use the word may. All right, go. I do not mean
that teenagers do not exercise, but it seems that they spend more time on their online games than social media than exercise during free times.
Okay, remember when you put the games, you have to put the word online. Because when you say the games, it can be outdoor games. Okay, it can be board games, 就是 Monopoly. All right, carry on. Some of my friends.
Some of my friends, even me, like to.
No, you cannot say even me. Please get clear of this word. Me, I, mine, myself, and mine. Okay, some of my friend and I, some of myself and some of my friend and myself like to stay.
Some of my friends and
Including myself, sorry. I should put it inside one word, even including myself. Okay, I forgot to put the word including myself, like to stay. 包括我在内，明白吗？宇凡 ，OK? Carry on.
Some of my friends, including myself, like to stay at home. Nowadays, there are not as many people who go outdoors as before.
So 这个很 vague 啦 ，vague 就是很模糊。你要讲什么 ？What you want to pass this message to? What I mean by there are not many people who go outdoors? Is it due to COVID-19, or is it because they worry of terrorism, or is it because they worry there is some robbery or high crime? So you must be more specific. Okay, Yufan, carry on. Phones.
Phones and electronic devices seem more attractive and interesting than going outdoors. Imagine if all the people kept themselves in their homes and only contacted each other using internet. What would the world be like?
Yes, I like these segments. It's kind of wake up call right now. Sometimes you have to put these IP students. Sometimes you have to reflect. You have to add this kind of statement. It's a wake up call, and then you explain this wake up call to enforce and enhance and ensure that you understand your reflective essay. All right, keep it up. Move on. People may only be.
People may only be talkative when they are online.
On the keyboard.
On the
and dominate.
Keyboards.
And dominate.
People may only be talkative on the keyboard.
And dominates when they are online. But when, carry on, but when?
But when they are in the real world, how will they communicate with each other face to face?
Exactly. I think too much of online. Do you know a lot of gamers who like to talk on the, sometimes, okay, some gamers will still talk by using the mic. Some will just play silently. But when it comes to face, they dare not to see each face to face. So this is the things that I think is your new generation like this. 低头族 carry on. Yes, it is comfortable.
Yes, it is comfortable to stay at home and enjoy the internet world. However, we should go outdoors sometimes to maintain a sense of well-being.
I love this, man. I love this sentence. Okay, we should
be active and optimistic. We should know our environment and community. In conclusion, we should have a healthy, active lifestyle.
Stop, Children, listen to see how Yifan uses CLOSE, okay, to close the conclusion. I forgot to go through yours, Joyce. You also have the CLOSE, which is the time and tide wait for no man. That is the V spot. You also link up, you organize your train of thoughts, and you end up with a good closing. All right, Joyce, thank you. Carry on. In conclusion, we have a healthy.
In conclusion, we should have a healthy, active lifestyle. People need to reduce the time spending on electronic devices and manage their time properly.
You cannot put past tense because it's still going on. So you must use a future tense.
Phones are just part of our life. Phones are not the ruler of our life, but ourselves. Therefore, please put down your devices, change into proper clothes, and go outdoors to enjoy life now.
Well written, well done. Yipo, you agree on Yipo? Yipo, you have been with Yifan, and Yishu, you agree on Yishu? Yishu and Yipo has been with Yifan since January until now. So when Yifan comes in, the essay was not to the highest standard, but now I think yes. I think Esther, Tongfei, all of you will agree. Agree, right? Esther, agree? Right? Not bad. I can't see your face. Agree, Esther, you agree? Thank you. Ready? Please do not cry when you watch this. Are you ready? Are you all ready? Listen to the conversation.
Have you had breakfast? It's 9 p.m. here. Oh, that's right. Are you getting ready to go to bed? Are you getting enough sleep? I'm fine. I just have a lot of stuff to get done. Don't overwork yourself. And stress can cause a lot of anxiety. Sorry,
You see,
I'm kind of busy
she
right
cut
now.
off her conversation.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll leave you to it then. I love you, dear. Okay, good night. Good night.
She just don't bother to talk to the mom. The mom just WhatsApp and call her.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Dad? Dad, are you all right? What's wrong?
I'm sorry, honey. I don't know how to say this.
Say what? What's going on?
Your mom had a stroke this morning. The doctors tried their best, but
For what? For what, Daddy? For what?
I know. Lydia, she made some videos for you that she never got to send. I think you should see that. I'll just take you, all right? I gotta go take care of something else.
Hi, dear. I just tried calling you, but you must be really busy. Anyway, so I wanted to show you, I just made this recipe that you posted from your cookbook. I bought 2 copies. Putting Dad's email. I hope that's not cheating. Anyway, I wanted to show you. I know it's not as nearly as pretty as yours, but I had to try it out. It just makes me happy to make your recipes. Reminds me of a time when you and I used to clean the kitchen when you were little. It was so much fun. I miss that. Guess what I found? Dad and I miss you so much. I know it's expensive traveling this far, but I just can't wait to see you. It'll be so nice to have the family together again, even if it is for a short while. I love you more than anything, always. Remember that, okay? I love you more than anything, always. Remember that, okay?
I love you too.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
Don't wait to tell them you love them. It takes seconds to say, but to them, it could be a lifetime. Well, now you tell me. Okay, let me stop with this, with my next video.
你为什么想进一？
I'm not sure some of you have watched this before, but like to share this as well to compare.
你为什么想尽一切办法要把孩子送进最好的学校呢？是为了分数，还是为了面子呢？很多人说，这个故事里的妈妈给了最好的答案。有一个男孩从小就知道自己家境普通，他很懂事，成绩一直名列前茅，所有人都认为他会考上最好的高中。可他发挥失常了，中考成绩和公费分数线仅差1分。 如果要上这所高中，就要自费4万块。男孩难受了很久，含着眼泪对妈妈说：“妈，这个学校不上你没关系，是金子，在哪里都发光。”妈妈看着儿子，觉得儿子有志气又懂事，但她更觉得应该告诉孩子一点什么。于是她翻出了压箱底的嫁妆，这是家道中落前老爷交给妈妈的一幅画。妈妈把画交给他说：“儿子，你把这幅画拿到商场，问问可以卖多少钱。” 儿子照做，回来时很不开心，祷告说：“我拿着一幅破画耽误他接待顾客。”别灰心，你再去转角的书吧问问。妈妈又说，这一次儿子回来告诉妈妈，书吧的老板说，这画虽旧但精致，可以放在店里做装饰，愿意出300块。妈妈笑笑，那你再去典当行问问吧。不一会儿，儿子兴奋地跑回来，典当行老板竟然愿意出18万买下这幅画，还说价格好商量。这时，妈妈不紧不慢地回答：“别急，你再去博物馆问问看。”儿子去时满怀期待，回来时更是欣喜若狂。天哪，妈妈，你竟然有这么贵的画！馆长说这幅画价值180万。妈妈意味深长地说：“孩子，人和这幅画是一样的，只有把自己放在对的地方，和对的人交往，才能激发你最大的潜力，发挥你最大的价值。” 如果你把自己放在错误的环境当中，即使再有能力，也可能明珠暗投，甚至平平庸庸，一文不值。家里再难，4万块省一省还是有的。我们想送你去最好的学校，不是为了分数，也不是为了面子，而是因为读好书、交高人乃人生2大幸事。你的圈子藏着你的未来，与智者同行，你会不同凡响；与高人为伍，你能登上巅峰。 人的一生要学会优化自己的圈子，因为圈子决定格局，层次决定高度。你赞同吗？
So do you all agree? The first video, I think now you understand what you mean by fish spot, right, Joyce? The F is a favors that you need that kind of very motivated story to share and to start off with your introductions. The 2 stories, you can see the first one, I love you, mom, and it's a very Western, but they are Asians parents, right? So the daughters went overseas to study, and you can know the mom is like sounds a bit of Filipino. So you know they are more very Western, but you know Western people, the way they express their love is different from your Chinese Asian. So to say the truth, I love you, and you know she's like Lydia was like, okay, mom, please stop it, I'm busy. But it's too late to say the word I love you. So sometime in life, you know, there might be an essay. What is the most things that you cherish? CHERISH. Joyce, can you type for me and send it to everyone? It's CHERISH. Cherish. Have you heard of this word, Esther? Yes. Edward, have you heard of this word before? Cherish. Yes. So there's this song sang by a group of blacks in Let's Cherish Together, hand in hand, you and I. There's such a song. What I want to share with you that always start with your introduction like a favors. And I think that the first one, Lydia, is really show that she really regrets and thinking that not everything is about study work. But yes, she might be in the Oxford, in the Harvard, but then again, she has the ABC, the attitude, behavior, and characters to bring about the dedications to give the love to the mom. The second one is a very good one. I think it's now I understand, or we understand that not sending good school must be this. 所谓 Joyce， 你听过这句吗？近朱者赤，接下去怎么讲呢？
I don't know.
子涵，近朱者赤，
近墨者黑。
非常说得很好。You know what I mean, like Joyce? So you take a white cloth, you dye into a red color, you become red. You take a white cloth, you dye to a black color, you become black. So in English, idiom is to either you want to turn into a black eggs or rotten apples, or you want to turn over a new leaf, okay? Or you want to pull out your socks, or you want to paddle your own canoes. All these idioms that when you say to someone, who people like me, I know you are very profound. Okay, do you realize that a lot of businessmen like to play golf, not for the sake of golf? You know, when playing a golf, you can close $1 million deal. You can play table tennis, maybe, I don't know. You can play tennis, badminton, or even billiards or bowling. No, these are games, right? But you realize that golf is the most expensive game. So only expensive people will play golf. I mean, seriously, that's life. True or not? 哦，子涵，所以你能讲到这句话，你明白的。为什么孟母三迁？ There's a reason for that. So the story means, so sometimes please guys, go and write down all the favors that you can start off with a very strong introductions. And that's the greatest impact. Remember, is to impress, to express, not to make yourself depressed. Do your best with all the zest to beat the test, to win the race from east to west and be the top of the crest. Don't try to write an essay just to pass. Sorry, I'm born at night. I'm not born last night. Get it? I'm born at night. I'm not born last night. When you're writing this kind of essay to an examiner, we know what kind of quality you are. So now you understand the mom very relaxed. Go and ask how much this piece of art it is. So your parents treat you as 无价。接下去遗失。无价什么？
无价之宝。
对，无价之宝 ，priceless, no Joyce, Esther, Edwards, 子涵、童飞、于凡 ，okay, and who else? Angela, 伟奇、子涵 everyone here is priceless to your parents. So now you understand why they invest in you, not because they want the 回报 from you. They want you to be the good one, a leader, and stand for lead everyone and don't expect return. Show how I perform. That is leadership. Thank you so